man, by the way, over there in field 15, you have this issue here. Well, you know what? When you're over all the way across the map away from field 15 and you just yell it out, I'm not paying attention to that. You didn't draw a clear picture of what was really going on. Then I get it, you know, like, what the heck? I'm not blaming them. They do what they do. They get, you know, it's an inside tour. That's what they do. That's what they do to make their channel. You know, I do wish they were a little bit more soft on, but they've got other things going on. They're rushing through the videos so that they can get onto this. So that they can get onto their map, you know, onto their farms and do their videos and, you know, carry on their money-making aspirations. And gotta do what they gotta do. Okay, now this fence, totally nonsense out here in this field. That's a grass field, but I don't know if you can get rid of it. Because there's really no reason for it to be there. I got rid of all the other fences. See, now I gotta come back over here and get rid of it. You know, I can see this one. It's by a tree line. Who cares? Not sure what this is. I'm just driving to let you know. I think I'm done with this one. Now I gotta find my way back because I have no idea where to start. Where I think it's over there. See, now I'm trapped in here with a fence. Okay, I'm kind of trapped anyway. I don't know where. I think we can go down this way. See, don't get too big of a header trying to get around. You are going to have issues, but then again, I went down to town. That's right. And I don't know what that is. Guardrail? Oh, that's sweet. I don't know why you have a guardrail. Let's see if I can get it. Okay. What's this over here? I don't know. What I'm trying to figure out is... Well, let's get rid of this first. I have my tractor. Let's get the trailer and go over there and get my harvested wheat. The Lizard Roby. 300,000 liters, something like that. It's the way it comes. I mean, you can make it regular, I guess, but I upped it to 300,000. It's in the shop. It's on a mod. So I figure, you know, it's not realistic. I'm gonna stop repeating myself on that. I don't care about them terms. Keep it to yourself. I made it 300,000 through the mod. Right now, I am going to take it over to my silo. And for right now, I'm not doing productions or anything, so I'm just going to put it in the silo. I'm not going to activate it or anything. This is like a 6 million liter silo. And when you go in, you activate everything that you can put in here. Then you go to the other side and you can either sell it, distribute it, or store it. And at this time, everything is, it's not even activated, but it would be on storing. Later on, I'll get to productions, I'll up it to distributing or selling, whichever one I decide. Now this is a big sunflower field, so I'm going to park this trailer close by. And let's go back and get the harvester and change the headers over to a corn header. Pipe in, the harvester. Oh, maybe not. And I don't know if I can fit through here. I took this wall out, which was nice. You could take this, you could delete this wall. I should get rid of this fuel, because really, I never run out of fuel. I got it set on low. I may have to go there. I'm trying to bully my way in here. It may not. Let me go. Cameras anyway, you can't see. And it's big equipment. That's alright. Let's just park this header back in here. And we'll get this corn header going. I think it's a 12-meter corn header. I believe. It's folded now, but it folds out. I believe it's 12. Set the AI worker on it just to make the straight lines for a couple times here. Now what's it doing? Yeah, it does it too. Yeah, using the tree line, so it didn't want to go. It's alright, we'll catch it. What's nice about 22 is that you can harvest in the rain. I remember 19 when I first started it. Started raining, it shut down all the equipment. I thought I broke the equipment. I was like, "Whoa, what's it stopping? It won't run in the rain." I'm like, "Yeah, we harvest in the rain. Come on." I have seasons off anyway, so it's like I'm gonna harvest in the rain, and it goes down your yield. Yeah, what, 5% or something? If you're playing it like, oh, I gotta play it realistic, I gotta play it, well, have at it. Don't harvest in the rain, do something else. That's why it's nice to get your productions here, there, you know, some things you can do without the, you know, worrying about rain. Do you feed your animals or something, you know? But that's why you do this. This frees you, and if you do a little faster, sometimes these mods, it helps you to freeze up some of your time. Because some of these maps rain a lot. So if you're not going to harvest because it's raining, whether you have seasons on or not, you know, oh, it's raining, I'm stopping. You better have something to do. And even then, if all you're doing is this, 6 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour, yeah, you better have something else to do, because you ain't got no fields done, and it's raining. And, you know, it only takes so long to feed animals. I mean, you know, you go around, feed them, come back, get a little cotton wool, eggs, and then you're done. Then you come back over here, and all you got is 2 lines done of this field, because you're wanting to go 6 miles an hour, realistic. When the rain stops, well, you'll get a few more lines done, then you'll have to go back and get your eggs, wool, cotton, all that stuff, because that stuff doesn't take as long as it does harvesting this at 6 miles an hour. And you'll be forever doing the field, and you won't be able to afford those chicken pens and equipment to go get all that, because you're going 6 miles an hour on a field. It's not going to pay that much. It really doesn't pay that much. People get excited. Oh, I made $2,000. Yeah, it took you 2 hours and $100,000 worth of equipment. You'll have to in-game this for 3 to 5 years before you pay off this big harvester. The header, the trailer, the tractor, just to harvest this field and get it to market. Yeah, it'll take you some years, because you can only harvest this, what, twice a year? Maybe they'll let you cover crop, because wheat and all that stuff takes about between 10 months and a year to grow. So you're only going to get 1, maybe 2 harvests off a field if it lets you double crop, double lay on that, and it depends on how big it is. Like I said, you're going to have equipment, you have to have time. But see, I can go sell this, or I can keep it, whatever I want to do. I just choose to save it for right now, because I am going to use it. Well, just to show you, let's see, we got 8,000 liters of sunflower. That's it. Okay. Alright, let's go see. It didn't take us no time at all. Small field, but you see how slow I was going at a crawl at 6 miles an hour. Now, for that 6 miles an hour, it probably would have took us a realistic time. I don't know, you might have been over there half an hour, 45 minutes or more of your own time. But let's just throw it in this sell everything. $33,000. That was a long time for $33,000. You got a big farm. You got big farm plans. Yeah. Well, 33 is not nothing to sneeze at. I mean, I'm all for it there. 33,000 is $33,000. But this equipment's a lot more than $33,000. See, fence line. I didn't take that fence out, and I don't know what's over there. What is over there? Let's go see if we can harvest it. So you got plenty of little grass fields already around here anyway, which is cool. We'll probably swath and bale that. This, I'm hoping, is canola or wheat. Oh, barley. But it's growing. It's not even near ready yet. Oops. Sorghum. Soybean. Oh, we can go over and get that with this harvester here. Oh, no, we can't. Let's see. Yeah, see, I didn't take out all these fences. I thought there was a little sign thing. Maybe it's on another map I've seen. Maybe lazy farm or lazy old farmer. Some lazy farm. You could do it. Maybe it ain't this map. I thought it was this one. Oh well. I'd love to get rid of all these fences. Okay, that's soy. This is soy. Okay, 2 good ones. And that looks like corn. So, we can move the tractor and trailer over here. And we'll grab this field before we change the headers over. And I might as well park it. It doesn't matter where I park it. I gotta just. What I got? Corn header on here. Okay, so it's over on the other side. I don't know if I can squeeze through there or not. Okay, let's try. Let's stop it. So can I lift this thing? Yeah. There we go. I believe these heads are non-collision. Oh, yes. Now I gotta do is find out where I'm at. Is it over there? I think so. Oh, yeah, there it is. I see it. It's starting getting dark. What the heck? Well, I feel about that. And you know, you can go inside here to the house. Me, I put one outside because I don't like going. I think it's cool the houses you can go into. I think that's the better way of doing it. It's just I put the trigger outside. I'm impatient when it comes to fast forwarding time. Alright, now we're ready. I'll line this up. Let's go take care of this here corn. I think I can enable it. Can I? Straw is not available for. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't swath corn on this? Yeah, that should be standard too. All these crops should be, you know, swathable. All that good stuff. But particular mappers make their maps to where you can, and I like those a lot better. This map would make it so much nicer if you could swath most of these crops. Because let's get real, we're getting out of the harvesting like I'm doing now and back into the baling. I think people, I'm more interested now in the new balers and the stuff that comes out for baling, loading wagons, stuff like that. Right now I'm hooked on the quick bale. They did have the quick bale, but now they got the quick bale. I've used it, and actually I like it. I like it very much so far. I don't know if it went through another update or it's going through an update. I'm sure they will. I know we talked about that lazy farm when the lazy old farm or whatever is getting ready to do an update, so I'm not going to play on that until they do. They may have already done it by now. I thought I heard about this a couple days ago. A couple of modders a couple of streamers were doing their stream on it, said that they're not going to do a lot because they're getting ready to update it, and if they do, they're going to lose everything because you're going to have to do a new save game. So if you're on console, you got a new save game to update it, you're going to lose everything. PC, you'll have to watch some of them guys' videos because they talked about how you can save it, save your stuff without losing anything. I think it takes you, I don't know what it takes you to do. I do console. PC guys do a lot of stuff. You know, they do mods outside of the game. They link them in or they download them in. Me, I feel if it ain't on the mod hub, you can't do it. You know, I don't think they, you know, but that's the benefit of having PC. You get to do little things outside of the box, and that's fine. I have a PC. I watch PC while I'm doing this. You know, I watch it on my PC as you know, I'm doing this. I watch Farmers while I'm doing it. I have another one. My son has one. He's going to bring me up one, but I got to change the processors in them. Because to do these games, get the graphics right and process right fast enough. They're too big or they're too this and that. I don't want no lagging and jagging. I just got to upgrade them. I heard, you know, the i7s are kind of out. The i8s are kind of out now too. You know, your i8 cores are going to be, you know, just phasing console out is what I believe. I believe eventually most of these games you won't be able to do them on console. They'll be a PC only because they got tons of PC only maps, and then they'll drop something on that map and makes it compatible or makes it possible for the for his console guys to play it. But they got to drop, you know, there's a certain script or a certain write they're doing that you know, they have to get rid of in order for it to be console compatible. And I believe here pretty soon the modders and the map makers are not going to want to go through all that trouble. They're going to make it PC only, and eventually these games won't be updated enough to be played on console. Or they'll go to a PC version only. And then modders will be, you know, console will be stuck like we are now. I mean, we may have 200 maps, but you know, we're not going to have the benefit of the better graphics or the better mods that are coming out. Because even the console guys, they're going to PC. They'll talk about console all the time, but they play PC. They'll stream PC. They'll stream on the PC only games too. At first, most of them were like, you know, I'm a console guy, I'm playing on PC. If you can't play it on console, I won't play it on PC. Yeah, that used to be the story, you know, a few maps ago, a few mods ago. With all the new and exciting stuff that they're coming out with, if you're on PC, yeah, they're not sticking to that. They're kind of like, hey, you guys got to upgrade to PC. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll never go back. And you might. I mean, it is an option. It's not it's not an economical option. PCs are very, very expensive. And if you buy a cheap one, they say, oh, you can buy a cheap one. You can always buy a cheap one. And that's exactly what you're going to get. They're cheap. And by the time you get done modding it, upgrading it to handle the processor, there we go. You know, to put a new processor in there, to make it to where you can get on the game, and you know, you can make it work, but you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be like, you know what, I got to upgrade this. Yeah, well, some of those processing cards, graphic cards and processor cards, you know, for me to upgrade mine is like, you know, it's like $400 or $500 for a processor card, and I'm not even sure if that's a good one. You know, I've seen them on there very expensive. The cheapest I found was like $400. Somebody may say 200, 250. I'm saying 200, 250. Even to that, that's too much. That's too much to the working man to play a game. I play this so I don't get high blood pressure. When you come out with a price that says 400, and that's if I can do it myself. I don't know that much about computers, so I'm not ripping my computer apart. You know what I mean? Just to find out I, you know, burn it up and messed up. I don't know. It's easy. It is if you're a PC guy and a game guy and all that. Yeah, of course it's easy. But if I was to tell you to do something that I know a lot about or is easy to me, you may look at me and go, you crazy, I ain't doing that. I can't do that. I'd be like, why? It's easy. You know what I mean? Well, you can't, this canola, you can't swap this either on this map. Oh, you can't do nothing on this map. Huh. So it had a couple of nice fields, made you download all this junk you don't need. And you can't even swath harvestable field. See, that's what I'm talking about. People getting tired of certain things going on. If I'd known you couldn't swath any of these fields except wheat, I may not have started this. Oh, I'm committed. I'm in it. I'm in it for the money. Oh, well, I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the excitement. Well, okay, I'm not in it for excitement. I'm in it because I'm in it. It's like stepping in poop. Do you step in with the other foot, or do you just brush it off and walk on? You know, I'm going to brush it off and just walk on. I'm going to keep going. Or something like that. Canola. I don't even know what these canola for. Oil mill? Yeah, there ain't enough here to do anything. It's a process. Mainly you just hear me rant and rave. Oh, I can rant and rave. There's plenty of things back in here. Plenty. Yeah, I'm doing more harvesting. I really wanted for this episode to be me doing these harvesting fields with swaths, because that was going to be my next thing to do right now in this episode, and then make another episode where I came back and picked it up and baled it, made my baling bunkers and silos and stacking and stuff. This made it to where I may have to make my, I may do these fields and then go get my seeder and seed it for the next episode. Instead of bale, I'll have to make wheat fields or something that's baleable. I already got grass fields, so I guess I can just make these wheat fields. That way we'll have straw bales. I don't know why I'm not feeding the straw bales anything. Now the hay bales, maybe I'll make hay out in grass fields, because that I can feed to the cows. On the Red Barn Pack, they do have a trough on the side, on the outside, that you can drop hay bales in. That's pretty cool. And the sheep, you can drop hay bales on the or grass bales for the sheep. And I do that. I make a whole bunch of bales and I just drop it off on the trough. And then it feeds them forever, man. It's like, you drop or you can feed them and then drop those on there, and you don't have to worry about feeding them sheep for a long time. It feeds them for a long time. Well, we'll get this too. I'll probably go cash this in. If you've been watching this long, you've seen that on the other field we made, what, 33,000? And what I'll do is we will see how much money we can make from this field, so you have an idea what you want to do. There's a cotton field behind me. I won't harvest cotton. I thought I had a machine that I could fast farm it with, and I don't remember which one it is. If I find it, I won't destroy the field. If I don't find it, I'm going to replace that cotton field with something else. I'll plant something else over there. I may plant something else anyway. Because I think by the time I buy the machine, the time, all that other stuff is to do it, harvest it, pack it, it's easier just going to the store and getting a couple of bales of cotton, or buy it from the silo. Cotton seems to be not one of the favorite things anybody wants to do. But right now, let's see, I got this, and where's my tractor? Is it on the other side? What did I do with that tractor? I thought I left it by a field because I said we're gonna do things. Where am I at? Yeah. Maybe it's, I don't know. I think it's on the other side. Yeah. Oh, I said I was going to sell this real quick. Let's see. Let's sell it so you'll have an idea if you're going to do a canola field, if you want to harvest it. This is 16,000 liters. Not a big field. 61,000. That actually wasn't too bad. Small field, 61,000, 16,000 liters. Yeah, you know, it's average price, but that'd make it worth it if you're going to do all these. You know, we would have made enough to do a little bit with. You know, I'm going to take a break for a minute. I'll be right back. All right, excuse the interruption. Let's see. I wonder if I can get out. So, yeah, let me go around this. I think I said soybean on this side, didn't I? There was a couple fields that had soybean. Let's go catch those. Where are those at? That's a grass field. That was an oat field. Oh, I should have got rid of this fencing. Well, can I enable this? Come on there, little bugger, get around this fence. I'm gonna do open fences. This is soy, right? Yeah. It's not gonna let me. Can't enable it for straw here either. So we got straw except for wheat. Grass. Can't make bales. There's straw bales and grass bales, hay bales. Okay, I guess that's enough. This and sorghum is such a pain because it's so fine that it's hard to tell where you've been, where you haven't been, if you get it all or not. And it's true with big machinery. It's harder to get in these fields. It'd make it easier if I got rid of that fence. Yeah, see another cotton field. I'll have to remember these when I come around to seed. Or plant, but I don't know if I'm going to do any planting. There's sunflower seed, corns I've already got. I don't know. I'll have to see what production units I'm going to look at. I know the oil mills, they need sunflowers, and I might put down a production that needs corn. So I may do those cotton fields, one corn, one sunflower, or something like that. Kind of keep us grounded on harvesting production materials. Maybe that's how I keep track of what I'm seeding. The rest of them will all be, well, I got grass fields already, so I'll probably just plant wheat fields down so that I can get straw and straw bales. No need for all those other ones because I'm not really using it for any productions. And soybean stuff, unless you're selling it, I mean, unless you want to sell it, but it has no other use. That's what I mean, you know. We come out with all these standard productions, but really you're not utilizing too much of all this. I think they have some yogurt ones or vegan ones. I'm not all into that, so, and they're if you're trying for money, some of those, yeah, look them over real carefully, because, you know, you're talking about planting some big fields to get enough to make products out of them productions, and it may not be worth it. That's probably why you don't see a lot of streamers doing vegan factories and stuff, because there's no money in it. And it's sad because you can cheat enough money into where you can do them if you want to do them. Don't go off of these streamers saying, well, you got to do this to make my money. Oh yeah, I made 10,000 on this field too. Do what you want to do. If you want to do that vegan and you find out that, you know what, you don't want to sit here at 6 miles an hour and knock yourself out. Make 4 or 5 fields and then cattle with milk, and then you got to do butter, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do a lot of materials, and really they don't pay that well. I don't think, to me, that's why they don't do them. If they made a lot of money and they were worth doing, you'd see those being streamed a lot. But they're hung up on, you know, you got to buy your cows and pigs. I don't do pigs. I do pigs just for the fun of it. But there's no money in the pigs either. This slurry and stuff ain't worth that much. They use it on their fields. But you're going to spend all that money on manure and slurry when just go buy it, put it on the fields, be done. Spend money on the pen, the pigs, and then doing all this and doing all that just for slurry and manure. I don't know. I mean, it's fun doing them. The pigs, to me, the pigs ain't worth. No, I don't do pigs. I don't do pigs even for the slurry anymore. I did it on the red barn pack just because it's the red barn pack. Short of that, I'm not going to do pigs. There's no money in it. You can get them, go sell them. You got to wait. You got to do that. I mean, you can. Obviously, you can. That's fun. You know, that's for your fun. It's like me doing stuff for me. If you're not, just do it for yourself. Say you did pigs. Me, I don't know. I'm not into pigs. All they do is slurry. At least the cows make milk and manure and slurry. You know, at least you have a few things you can benefit from. And chickens or eggs. You know, you make good money doing eggs. And you don't need the big pens. I've done the big pens. You don't need the big ones. That 360 pen is big enough. Because you'll be running yourself ragged, trying to feed them. Then you gotta go there and get it. 360 is big enough. Anything smaller than that's big enough too, really. Unless you're making a production that needs a lot of them. Because even the small ones, you'll make a good little nickel off the smaller pens, and it won't run you ragged. I'm just saying it because you don't want to spend your time just collecting eggs if you want to do other things. You don't want a real big one. It sounds good, 1,000, 1,500 chicken pen. Yeah, you got to keep going over there and feeding them because they'll go through that food fast. Then you got to go over there and get them eggs. Yeah, there's a lot of eggs, but you're going to spend a lot of time feeding them and going back and forth. So you got to look at all the aspects of it. If you want to do other things, limit yourself. Put a couple small ones down. That way you don't have to, you know, if you do neglect one, at least the other one's doing good. You know, you're tending to one, you neglect one once in a while, switch it up. Same thing with the cows. Don't get over crazy because TMR is hard to make. You know, it's a lot to make if you're going to mix it, which I don't. I get that automatic TMR mixer. All you gotta do is put the ingredients in and it mixes it for you, rations it out for you. Or I put it in my distributing silo and it kicks out what the mixer needs and it mixes it up automatically. You wait for it to cycle through, you go get it, feed your cows and be done. If you've seen a few of my videos, I do the Grimm conveyor with the multi-fruit silo. I put those two together and automatically feed my animals. All I gotta do is drive up to the conveyor and the silo, hit the button, it fills it up, and I leave. I just pay for the grain and I pay for the feed. It's easier, it works. I can do the same thing with the bales. With that Pottinger baler, that big one, you just dump some stuff in there with a conveyor, the multi-fruiter, or you can use a auger trailer. Put it in the auger trailer, go over there and dump it in the Pottinger bale maker, and it'll make the bales for you right there on the field. You can do that too. Actually, if you're going to do a lot of baling and you don't want to do the baling, that's a good option. I have a video out not too long, you know, it's today or yesterday. The way this thing works, I can post this now and it'll take 8 hours to 2 days to post. So if it says within hours or a couple of days, it means I did it probably within the last 6 hours, because it takes that long for it to post up. But yeah, I have it where there's automatics. If you know, if that's something you're interested in, I have a couple of videos that shows you, you know, a couple ways of doing it to where you don't have to do a baler and all, you know, extra baling and extra mowing and extra stuff. You just, you know, dump and go and make sure, and it makes your bales for you. All you gotta do is get them over there. So you gotta get a trailer, auto-load trailer. They have a couple of them, pretty sweet. The 53 footer is the one I use, auto-load. It mixes it. I don't know about sizes, but it will do straw, grass, hay, silage, all on the trailer at the same time. And I believe they're all the same size. If you change the size, yeah, they won't do it. They won't put mixed sizes on them. But if they're all the same size, they will mix materials. And it works fabulous. I think it does 42 bales on a trailer at a time. So actually, that's pretty nice. Soybean, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna show you what this little field's. A little bit of soy, 20,000 liters. If you do a field, it has about 20,000 liters. Not too big a field. You make, I would hope you make 50 grand on soy. Let's hope 50 grand. Oh, 129,000. Oh no, you did good on that. Soy seems like right now is what. If you're not going to do swaths and bales, soy's the thing to do right now to make money. Cost a little more, take a little time, but in the long run, looks like soy's the money maker. Okay, other than that, we're sort of done on this one. I think the next one I'm going to do is planting, or I'll plant it. No, let's do some planting. No, let's don't do some planting. Well, first I'm gonna go put this stuff up as we're doing it. I don't know, these are big fields. It takes a while to plant. Ugh. Oops. Okay, I was stuck in my bush. Where's the... I'm still not acclimated about where everything's at. This is the starter farm, so... Where is the shop? I know it's gotta be close, because I didn't go that far from here. Oh, I don't know. Guess I should have to look it up. Yeah, save. Oh, so it was over there. Okay, it was behind. I gotta remember, it was behind or in front. It is one thing about this shop. A couple people, the streamers were like, "Oh, you got adequate spawn area for your tools and equipment." You really don't. And I'll show you. If you're doing small to medium equipment, maybe. And that's an iffy because some of the stuff's not small. But say, I'm gonna go in and get my cedar, and I always use a limpkin. Which limpkin? Not that one. This one. It's not very big, but now compare it to this this biggie one. Doesn't leave you a lot of room. And this is just these planters. The cedar's not so bad. See, it's a smaller cedar. The planter, it's not real bad, but look how much room by the time you get the tractor. Now, you think by the time I get that planter, it's going to be a rough one. And this goes off the cliff. This is a... It's got a little drop off right there. If you're trying to get trailers and trucks, that's a whole different story. That's gonna rack your brain for a minute. All right, now let's get back to the farm. Yeah, see, there's still some good fields over here. Yeah, I'm just going here to get seeded up. Usually I have that seed facility production thing, and it's pretty cool, man. It's big. That's the only thing. It takes up a lot of room. I don't know. I guess we just start one of these fields. What did I say I was going to do? Straw, so I can do bales and stuff. Because other than that, these fields are useless to me, really, right now. Oh, I can't believe I came all this way. Stop. 6 miles an hour. That's not happening. This here little self-made weight. Now I've used all sorts of things to pull the seeder around. I think I made one with the fire engine. A couple attachments and you can make this seeder work with it too. See, now I'm gonna go a little faster. A little self-made weight with this, definitely with this limpkin. I want to use this limpkin because I don't know if it works with another seeder or another planter. I know on the planters it doesn't really work, but on the seeder it does, especially on this limpkin. You can do this faster than 6 miles an hour. Yeah, this small field, it'll get up to 42. But this is a small field. Oh, I don't want to go into that field because I don't know if I'm going to harvest it or not. Let me make a run. Yeah, see, I don't want to mess up that. I think it's oat field or something. Oh, I might use them oats, so yeah, I don't want to mess that field up. Because the oats go to that cereal mill. So I really don't want to mess that field up. It's got a guardrail right there, so I can't go that way. God, see, a bunch of booduki. I don't need a guardrail right there. We did it on purpose. And the tree lines, you know. Oh, they look pretty putting the tree line. Yeah, it's not a farmer's position. But we'll make it work. Well, I'm going to end this one here. The next, that's just getting started. We've done pretty good. We harvested. You know, the farm's pretty much set up. And what do we do? Harvest. We turned in a few, got a few bucks. We're down to 54,000. So for right now, yeah, we're going. See how, I mean, look at all we've done. Look at all we've done. Yeah, I stored a few crops, but, you know, since we started, don't count the money I had and spent on the machinery and stuff. That's beside, but even then, I mean, we've already lost 50,000, 100,000 since we started right now. Because about the seed, you're planting, you're doing this and doing that. Yeah. Buying here, buying there. It's hard. Look at the big fields that we made. That we harvested. And the time that we've been doing this. I don't know how long we've been doing this, an hour? We made no money. I mean, I'm not trying hardcore to make money, but just playing around, doing farming, you're not making no money. So enjoy the game. Do what you want to do. Do what you enjoy. You find a little niche that you like, do that. Like I'm doing, if I do this part of the farming, this is what I do. Just harvest them, then I replant them, I don't do it for the money. You can't. You gotta get a little bit more hardcore and conscious minded about what you're doing if you want to make money. If you just want to have fun, don't worry about the money. You know, get a couple of those little things, windmills and stuff. Like right now, you couldn't even afford a windmill to put in there and generate money. They're like 100-something thousand or something. 750, I don't know what they are. They're too much. But it's 100,000 just for the government. Well, that's a free one, but you got to have money on your thing to make money. Like right now, we can go get one, make money. But a couple of those things, yeah. But I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back. I'll probably get these fields seeded. When we come back, they'll be ready to harvest and make bales. We may make bales. These are big fields. I don't know if I want to do that many bales or not. I may do a few. I may do one or two bales, and then I got the grass ones. We'll probably hit that, do a bale or two. That'll be a baling episode. And then we'll move on to productions and animals. If no new map comes out, it's pretty fancy, but I doubt it's the weekend. We'll probably play on this one out, and then I'll go to another one. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you like, share, thumbs up, give me something on this console, some love. Right now I got 1 or 2 followers, you know, I get a few views. I think that's the same people, same guys. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I don't know who my fans are, but few and in between. I've been trying to get it out there with the big boys, but it's not making it. I've been doing this for a while, but it's all good. I appreciate it. I have fun. I'm not doing it for the glory anyway, but I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.